Good morning, everyone. This is Vicki. I'm coming at you today on day 13 of our Law of Attraction series. And today's topic is laughter. Um, I really almost have to go ahead and start out with a bit of laughter on myself. I don't know what happened with my audio at the end of my first video that I did just a while ago. So now I'm kind of try to recreate it because the last few seconds of the video, something happened with the audio. So I don't know exactly what happened, but there's no way I can completely redo exactly what was in that video, but I am going to try. So like I said, today is the subject of laughter. What do you think about laughter? Do you think laughter is contagious? Is it infectious? Is it some of the best medicine? Does it do the heart good? What do you think about laughter? I love to laugh. Actually, I've been told that over the years that my laugh is contagious or infectious. That it's cute. I've even been told in the past that I sound like a chipmunk. So I, you know what? I've never really, other than in cartoons, I've never really heard a chipmunk make a lot of noise. So, maybe I should go watch, what is it, the Chipmunks. Maybe I should go watch some cartoons of that and have a good laugh, because if I do sound like the Chipmunks, then so be it. But thinking back on some of the things of laughter that have brought me to great times of laughter where tears are rolling down my eyes and the side splitting, or the side stitches, or whatever you want to call them, the spasms are, you know, a lot of the I Love Lucy series, Of course, one of the classics is, when she and Ethel are working in the chocolate factory, and, oh my gosh, and another one where she's like stomping, the grapes and in the big wooden barrels. I mean, oh my gosh, Lucille Ball, what a great comedian who gave us so many times of laughter with her antics. And of course, Mrs. Doubtfire, what a classic comedian Robin Williams is, and God rest his soul that he was. But the great memories he has left us, like say with Mrs. Doubtfire, he of course had so many wonderful movies, and so many that bring laughter and memories. But Mrs. Doubtfire probably is one of my favorites. And of course, the scene in fairly early in the movie where unfortunately he is going through the divorce, but the state is trying to decide if he you know if he can have time with his children or whatever it is in his apartment. And the lady comes, and of course he's living there in that apartment as Mrs. Doubtfire, and of course as himself too. But this particular time when the lady from the state comes, he has to do the mega double change, of course, the lady arrives and it's Mrs. Doubtfire, and then he has to go quickly, change into himself, and then back to Mrs. Doubtfire and back to himself. And one of the classic scenes, was after the facial prosthetic goes flying out the window and run over by the trash truck, Robin Williams needs to be Mrs. Doubtfire again, of course, then puts mayonnaise all over his face to try to convince the lady that he's Mrs. Doubtfire. So, and of course, then at the restaurant scene when he's having to go back and forth, with the meeting with the big guy from the television network, and oh my gosh, the drinks and the two tables, and classic movie. Then there's Something About Mary. Oh, another classic. Well, there's so many things, from the lady in her tan, and but one of the classic ones, of course, is the dog who apparently really doesn't like men, who he locks in the bathroom or whatever it is, or, not he, I think actually Cameron Diaz puts the dog in the bathroom, and Ben Stiller's character just can't accept the fact that this dog won't like him because dogs like him. And when that little dog grabs onto his private parts, Well, it, of course, would not be funny in real life. In this particular instance, it is funny because once the dog is removed from that area and goes flying out the window, and of course, I would not want that to happen in real life to any animal. But in this particular case, once again, it is funny because once they get back home, the dog is on top of the car in a full in a full body cast, But such great movies, and of course, then oh my gosh, my eyes are tearing up already. Um, there's Oh Brother, Wherefore Art Thou? If you've not seen that movie, the whole movie, of course, is classic, but one of the ones where my cousin and I literally lost it in the movie theater is when they had broken out of the chain gang and they had gone down to the river. And of course, then here come all the young ladies, or the sirens as they called them, and they started singing. And of course, they believed that a spell had been cast over them, and one of the guys had been turned into a frog because all they saw on the riverbed was his clothes, and then there was a frog by the clothes. So they truly believed that he had been turned into a frog. So of course, they had to take their buddy with them and put him in a box, and and even going into a cafe and stuff like that. Oh, priceless, priceless. Like I said, my cousin and I were nearly rolling in the floor with that particular one. Priceless. Of course, there's Hitch. There's so many episodes with Hitch and Kevin. I don't even remember Kevin's name, but when Hitch, being the the guy who helps men or whatever it is learn how to you know show up in a relationship and have that relationship. And there are so many episodes with that. And of course, then one of the other ones, while it is not funny obviously in real life, is when he got a hold of the spice and started having the allergic reaction. That is something very serious for a lot of people, but in this particular instance, of course, it was a movie. And and in the end of the movie, it's all going to turn out okay. So and then of course, then there's the oh, I don't even remember just this one particular movie because I have never really seen many of the other ones, but the one called Goldmember, the little guy, like that, you know, was for my first one to have seen. Obviously, it was quite hilarious, and it occurred around a time when my fiance was very gravely ill at the end of 2003 and the beginning of 2004. And at this particular time, is his time on Earth was getting close, and we had like 14 people in his one bedroom apartment. And so this one night, late night, is around Christmas, going the end of Christmas, going into the first part of the year, is that we, we we had a late night movie marathon of watching this particular movie, and oh my gosh, we all laughed so hard. I know it raised the vibration and lightened the air in the apartment, and really gave all of us some comic relief of the situation which was going on. And I know Rick enjoyed it too because he loved those movies, and so I know that our laughter blessed him a lot. So, like I say, what do you do about laughter? Do you have those times in your life where you've either had a great experience and you're trying to relay that experience to someone, and because of your own memories, you start laughing, and you're laughing so hard that you really can't even get the story out. And then you notice the people you're trying to tell the story to are laughing because you're laughing. It is contagious, and it does do the heart good. It does raise the vibration of your spirit. It gets the blood flowing. It gets more oxygen into you. It releases endorphins. It can actually probably even really help you even sleep better. So, what do you do? Do you have those instances where, those stories that, you're either trying to tell or someone else is trying to tell you, and you find yourself just kind of spontaneously laughing as well? Do you have favorite movie scenes that no matter what happens when you think about them, they just automatically make you laugh? Yeah, like I said, there are so many. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to try to find some of the clips of these movies and include them in the description below so that you can kind of kind of go out and see some of what I'm talking about. And if you've seen these movies, you already know what I'm talking about. But anyway, today's subject in the law of attraction is laughter. And I hope, if nothing else, that my genuine laughter has done something to maybe make you chuckle and blessed your heart. And like I say, we're getting ready to do a group session here. We're going to be doing a group hangout where we're going to all get together because, like I say, laughter is great. But laughter and the power and the energetic vibration of laughter done in a group just magnifies the benefit. So do want you guys to know that you know that excuse me. I was trying to find the mouse here in order to get it onto the stop area of the video. And now I've gotten a little tickle in my throat. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out for now. Catch us tomorrow on video 14. And we'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye.